How is it going, everyone? We've got a bit of an update on the PlayStation State of Play that is looking to be coming in February. We have a time frame as far as when it's going to happen, also noted to be a fairly sizable one. We'll talk about that, and a couple of updates on some games. Abselum is a game that got a lot of positive feedback in 2025. I heard people having this as their game of the year, and now we have a major sales milestone of the game and a big free update for the game as well. We'll talk about that. And Mutation is a game that I really enjoyed. That game has also gotten a free update. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, Jeff Grubb has noted that the February State of Play from PlayStation will be happening during the week of February 12th, and he said that it's a sizable one, not on the scale of a PlayStation showcase, of course. If it was at the scale of a showcase, it would probably just be a showcase. I actually do think there's a good chance that there will be a showcase later this year in the summer to set up the Wolverine gameplay and having a big gameplay demo of that, but I could see them doing another State of Play for the Wolverine gameplay. Like, as far as showcases go, again, you have to remember that they just iced a lot of their studios, and in terms of what they actually have to, well, showcase, it's still gonna be not much. Intergalactic is still too early to show. Ben's studio got cooked, Bluepoint got cooked, and so on and so forth. But as far as this State of Play, I am going into it with tempered expectations, because while it might be a sizable State of Play, what does that mean? Is it just a lengthier State of Play? I imagine a big part of this State of Play is going to be putting some promotional muscle behind Marathon. I know people are going to hate to hear that, but guess what? It's a live service game that's being published by Bungie, and Bungie is owned by PlayStation, and they're going to want to give a potential successful live service game, because I do think Marathon has potential. We see it around the top seller section on Steam already, and it's doing fairly well. I feel like the perception has shifted at least a little bit. This is not going to be Concord. I think everybody that is talking about games being Concord level, Concord is an absolute abomination that is damn near gonna be impossible to replicate. I could see actually Farragame getting to that level, but Marathon is not at that level. Yes, there is still absolutely some criticism. Yes, there's absolutely some people that are not excited for the game or want the game to fail. That's fine. However, reality is PlayStation probably sees there to be at least a little bit of potential there, and if there's a little bit of potential for a live service game, they're gonna put the promotional muscle behind it, because I'm not saying it's going to be successful, but the chance of it being successful is there, and PlayStation is going to do everything in its power to pop off with a live service game. Remember, live service is the holy grail of all of these publishers. PlayStation, if it was up to them, they would cancel literally every single game they have in development if they were guaranteed all of those studios could make a successful live service game. That's just the reality of the situation, because that's how much money that you can potentially make on these live service games, and you can monetize them perpetually for eons and eons, and you guys get how the game is played. So I think Marathon's going to be a big part of it. I could see Marvel Tokon being a big part of it, and then third-party stuff as well. Maybe more insight on the Tomb Raider remake. There is the outside shot of Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. I would imagine that's going to probably go to Summer Game Fest, and I probably still believe we're a year away from the release of that game, early 2027. So I think if you reveal more of that in the summer and then, you know, build up hype towards early 2027, I think that makes more sense. I'm always gonna be a broken record when it comes to things I want from State of Play that makes sense, and that's PlayStation 3 remasters, man. Just figure it out. Figure out how to do these PS3 remasters. We know that so many of these studios are fried, and they got cooked, and they got benched as far as doing live service games, so try to monetize some of the existing titles that it's not gonna take a 5-year dev cycle. That's why I keep bringing up the idea of an Infamous collection, of a Ratchet Future collection. Hey, Sony Ben Studio, you guys had time to remaster Days Gone. Why not port over Uncharted Golden Abyss? There's things that you could do that the core PlayStation fan base would really appreciate that isn't going to take moving heaven and earth to get those games out. Remasters, ports of existing games, Uncharted Golden Abyss, etc. I just think there's a lot of potential in that. I'm not asking for the Bloodborne remaster at this point. I'm not asking for Gravity Rush 3 to magically happen. However, Infamous Collection, that happening, I don't know why this is out of the realm of possibility. Killzone, the campaign's happening. I get that they're not going to want to give you multiplayer from Killzone because that'll impact you guys playing their live service games, but at the very least, campaigns from Killzone. And some of those other titles that I just think it makes so sense. Resistance as well, at the very least the campaigns. The campaigns for Resistance 1, 2, and 3 were quite good. I'd love to go through those, and I just bring those up because they wouldn't take 5-year dev cycles to get those games out. And then obviously there's the rumbling of the God of War Metroidvania title as well. We might see the reveal of that. But as far as new games, like Guerrilla probably is getting further along in the next Horizon title, but I don't think that's going to get revealed yet. Maybe the Guerrilla multiplayer live service game, maybe that'll get revealed, but as far as that's concerned, a new Horizon, I don't think that's going to get revealed. I don't think Sony Santa Monica is going to reveal their new IP, nor are they going to reveal the next mainline God of War, so on and so forth. I just think, remember, keep your expectations in check. I remember a few years ago, there was a February State of Play, and you guys, that State of Play concluded with Square Enix doing a double announcement of the Dio Field Chronicle and Valkyrie Elysium, alright? So, just remember that, you know, sometimes the State of Plays have, you know, in hindsight, that's such a crazy thing to conclude on. Dio Field Chronicle and Valkyrie Elysium. That's almost as bad as concluding on Highguard, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, just keep your expectations in check on this one. I think a lot of this is gonna be centered around Marathon as much as people are gonna hate to hear that. That's why I'm bringing that up now, but week of February 12th potentially for that. Speaking of February 12th, Abselum will be getting its Threads of Fate update on February 12th, and the game has topped 500,000 copies sold. An all-new game mode, Mystic Ordeal, which utilizes dozens of modifiers to deliver a steep challenge with surprises and scenarios that boldly contrast from the core adventure. Deadly new post-game dangers and rewards in the optional corrupted regions you'll discover while traversing Abselum's incredible world, exciting new rewards, mount types, and more alongside a trove of improvements. So that'll be coming on February the 12th. Abselum, like I said, has been incredibly well received. 3,500 Steam reviews, 94% positive, and 87 on Metacritic. It's been on my to-play list for a while, guys. There's just a lot to play. Backlog titles, replaying games, etc., etc. I'm just floating all over the place, and you know, there's a little game called Legend of Heroes came out that is super lengthy that I've been knee-deep in, so it is what it is. But certainly we'll get to Abselum soon, and that Threads of Fate update will be dropping February the 12th. And lastly, Auto Mutation, surprise update on this game. The Boss Rogue Mode update is now available, and it's available free. I really enjoyed this game. It had a gorgeous pixel aesthetic to it. I think that's the element that drew a lot of people in there. The game was just gorgeous from a visual standpoint. New content, new mode, Boss Rogue unlocked automatically after completing the main story. A brand new loop-based challenge mode is now available. You've got a high difficulty mode. Players can now select the highest difficulty from the start of the game. Optimizations and improvements as well have been made. Improved controller input latency, improved loading performance, upgraded and optimized the core engine system, and optimized the mini games as well. And on PC, they added Steam trading cards, and a Mac version has been released for the 4 people that want to take advantage of that. But nonetheless, I really liked Auto Mutation. Buy the game on sale. It doesn't go for deep discounts, unfortunately, but, you know, if you can find it for around $15, I think that would be the ideal price to pay. And let me actually check if the game is available on PlayStation Plus Extra, because I want to say it was available on one of the Plus services. Yes, Auto Mutation is available on PlayStation Plus Extra, so you can play it that way. It's actually listed under the Collector's Edition listing for PS Plus Extra, but yeah, if you have Plus Extra, that's one I would recommend. But that is going to do it for me. Again, February State of Play update looks to be a sizable one, but I would temper your expectations. I think a lot of it is going to be centered around Marathon and potentially highlighting the playtest that'll be happening as well. Abselum sales topping 500,000 copies, and Threads of Fate, the free update, dropping February the 12th, and Auto Mutation gets a free update in the Boss Rogue mode. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.